had been abandoned. This time again, we joined and I opposed it, and I'll tell you why I opposed Pakistan joining the US. Because we had trained these mujahideen, these groups, to do jihad against foreign occupation in Afghanistan. Now when the Americans turned up in Afghanistan, how are we going to explain to them that now it's no longer jihad, it's terrorism? And so when Pakistan joined the US, the same groups turned against Pakistan. And the fundamental mistake Pakistan's leadership made at the time is that they tried to tell the US, don't worry, we'll be able to deal with it. They couldn't deal with it. I mean, there were suicide bombings going on in Pakistan. Our GHQ was attacked, our army, our commandos, our ISI. At one point, we actually thought we were going down. And so, US kept putting pressure on Pakistan to help them more. Pakistan could not deliver more. There were 150,000 NATO troops. And if they couldn't win in Afghanistan, how was Pakistan going to help them? And so we were then accused of playing a double game because we couldn't deliver. There were 50 different groups operating in Pakistan, militant groups. And so this mistrust began. Now our relationship is based on truth and trust. We are partners in peace now. And so there's trust, and that's how the relationship should have been. If I was the Prime Minister, I would have said, look, Mr. Bush, we cannot deliver. We have these groups trained, and how are we going to, the moment we join them, we lose leverage on them, and they'll turn against us. So I think that's the mistake where our leadership made.
And what advice have you given President Trump about Afghanistan, a war that many Americans have grown tired of 18 years later?
You know, I mean, I kept opposing. I kept saying there is no military solution only because you only have to know the history of Afghanistan. I mean, the British as a superpower went in 3 times, failed. Soviets killed 1 million Afghans in the 80s, failed. And how you knew that this was going to be a war that